I had a question कि for example आपने education loan की बात करी, so a lot of people in my college are taking education loan, so and that is on their names. So since we are students, we don't have any credit cards or any loan beforehand. So why does bank or these institutions are giving us loans even without a credit score?
So yeah, there's a catch here. Loan, although is in your name, but there must be a guarantor in behind you, and it must be your dad or your mom.
Okay.
उन लोगों ने guarantee की होगी जब जाके education loan मिलता है. There's another thing. If you are from a premier institution, right? There is something called the scholar loan also. तो वो भी एक क्रेडिट वर्दिनेस हो जाती है कि नॉट एग्जैक्टली क्रेडिट वर्दिनेस बट दे हैव कॉन्फिडेंस कि ये अच्छे कॉलेज से पढ़ के निकल रहे हैं, इनकी जॉब अच्छी लगने के चांसेस काफी ज्यादा है, सो दे विल बी एबल टू रीपे दैट लोन. So without putting collateral also you get loan. In fact, I also had taken an education loan and yeah, it came under that scholar loan scheme. So I didn't have to put any collateral, but still my dad was the guarantor. If I didn't repay that loan, my dad had to repay that loan.
This can be a nice loophole. Like if you don't want to pay the loan, then anyways your parents should pay it, so it's nothing on your as a like.
And if you don't want to pay loan, मतलब then it's an issue. मतलब
yeah,
कभी ना कभी तो पकड़ में आ ही जाओगे. पकड़ में आए तो फिर then not only your credit history is screwed, but it can be a criminal offense as well अगर आप जानबूझ के अगर भाग रहे हो लोन रीपे करने से.
You talked about some startups which are giving students credit cards, and there are a lot of startups which are gaining popularity, especially. So FamPay is one startup which I know is giving credit cards to us like students, and then there are startups like Cred and stuff, जो credit cards को लेके ही काफी बड़ी-बड़ी companies बन गई आज. So I have a doubt. Okay, like एक scam का idea है. So can we not do something like this? कि we instead of spending somewhere credit card से पैसा, we kind of find a way in which we can transfer the money or the credit that we have from credit card to our account, and then we can invest the money from our account and earn a interest on that and just repay the amount back to the credit. So we have that extra money that we have.
जुगाड़ लगा के ऐसी चीजें कर सकते हो, like you transfer money to your Paytm wallet using your credit card. Transfer.
Is that legal? Like, is that legal?
Legal है, but whenever you do such kind of transfer, right, you'll have to incur a fees of 2.5%. अगर आप 100 रुपए ट्रांसफर करना चाहोगे तो अकाउंट में 98 आएंगे, 2 रुपए पहले कट जाएंगे. और एक महीने में 2% रिटर्न बनाना इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट थ्रू नॉर्मल इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शंस लाइक म्यूचुअल फंड वगैरह से 2% पर मंथ नहीं आता है. You have to do some kind of a trading, and for trading also earning 2% per month is a very good number. So 2% तो सिर्फ ब्रेक इवन करने के लिए चाहिए, फायदा बनाने के लिए और ज्यादा रिटर्न कमाना है. तो वैसा लूपहोल नहीं है कि 100 रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड से निकाल के खुद के अकाउंट में 100 रुपए ले आए, पहले तो ट्रांजेक्शन फीस कट जाएगी.
करेक्ट.
So it's impractical, मतलब नहीं हो सकता वो.
And so okay, so one guy asked me कि bro, the only info I know about a credit card is that it is the easiest way to get into crippling debt. First of all, is this true? And second is how to avoid that.
It's definitely the easiest way to get into a debt trap. क्योंकि जैसे मैंने बताया राइट, अगर आपने क्रेडिट कार्ड से लेके पैसा स्पेंड कर दिया है और उसके बाद आप पे नहीं कर रहे हो उसको टाइम पे, then it's the costliest debt you can have. पर्सनल लोन भी इतना महंगा नहीं होता, पर्सनल लोन भी 16, 17, 18, 20% ज्यादा से ज्यादा जाता है, and credit card is like 40-45% per year, right? और वो कंपाउंड होना चालू होता है साल भर. अगर आपने क्रेडिट कार्ड का वो बिल्ड नहीं किया है, मतलब साल भर तक अगर रीपे नहीं किया आपने, पता नहीं कहाँ पहुंच जाएगा वो. It will be multi-folds of what you had actually borrowed. और उसके बाद फिर मतलब when these people are very ruthless, वो आपके घर रिकवरी एजेंट्स भेजेंगे, आपको डराएंगे धमकाएंगे to recover the debt. मतलब it's not very pleasant. अब क्रेडिट कार्ड अगर डिफॉल्ट करते हो it's not going to be pleasant, मतलब काफी ट्रबल्स हो सकते हैं. अवॉइड करने का सिंपल तरीका ये है कि you have to follow certain rules. You don't spend more than what you can afford to spend. जितनी सैलरी है उस मतलब जितना आप एक्सपेंस डेबिट कार्ड से करते हो उतना ही क्रेडिट कार्ड को भी यूज करना है. एज सिंपल एज दैट. क्रेडिट स्कोर बिल्ड नहीं करना है या क्रेडिट स्कोर किसी और तरह से बिल्ड कर लोगे छोटा लोन लेके, तो मत यूज करो क्रेडिट कार्ड. डेबिट कार्ड से भी काम हो जाएगा.
So which credit card company is the best? What do you prefer? What are your preferences?
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of research on which credit card companies are good. So far, I've used credit cards of HDFC and ICICI. That's all I've used.
हाँ
क्योंकि मेरा उनके साथ account भी है. So
हाँ
I just took the whatever credit card they were giving me, और उसके बाद वो upgrade होता गया मतलब it's been going like that. Yeah. मतलब सब में सेम ही है, मतलब whatever privileges they are giving, features जो भी हैं, and they keep on increasing those privileges as you keep on building your history with these people. So हर कंपनी में आपको एक अच्छा हाई वेरिएंट कार्ड मिल ही जाएगा.
Let's just talk about credit. What is the business model and how do these companies actually earn revenue?
Credit is not actually meant for students. Credit is meant for people who
Uh-huh.
have credit cards. Okay.
Yeah.
And not just any person who has got a credit card, a person who has got a good credit score also. So there are multiple companies who measure your credit score. Like if you might have heard about CIBIL. Everyone talks about having a good CIBIL score. CIBIL score is a widely known credit score. उसके अलावा भी 2-3 कंपनीज और है जो क्रेडिट स्कोर मेंटेन करती है आपका. So typically 900 तक की रेंज पे होता है, 0 to 900, and a credit score above 750 is considered as good. Okay. So on Cred, the concept is you can be a member of Cred app only if you have a credit score above 750. Okay. Now what Cred does is आप जब भी क्रेडिट कार्ड पे ट्रांजेक्शंस करते हो, बैंक विल ऑलवेज गिव यू सम रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट्स, राइट? इवन व्हेन यू डू ट्रांजेक्शंस ऑन डेबिट कार्ड, बैंक विल गिव यू रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट्स, राइट? मतलब आप 1000 रुपए का ट्रांजेक्शन करते हो तो बैंक माइट गिव यू 10 पॉइंट्स, 20 पॉइंट्स, एंड ईच पॉइंट इज वर्थ अराउंड 25 पैसा और समथिंग लाइक दैट, 20 पैसा. तो मतलब बहुत लाखों का ट्रांजेक्शन करते हो तो कुछ हजार रुपए आपके पॉइंट्स में इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं. मतलब इफेक्टिवली यू कैन यूज दोज पॉइंट्स टू do some online shopping, flight ticket book कर लिया, बहुत सारे online store पे you can redeem those kind of points. Okay, whatever reward points you're getting from your bank, that is still there, but if you pay your credit card bills through Cred again gives you some more reward points. Those are called as Cred coins. Right, 1 लाख का बिल अगर क्रेडिट के थ्रू पे किया है, so Cred will give you 1 lakh Cred coins. Now with Cred, on Cred platform, there are multiple offers listed. You'll find offers from a lot of companies, a lot of direct to consumer companies. Even we had our 7 Prosper subscription running for a long time on Cred. We were offering our subscription plan also on Cred. People could spend their Cred coins to avail our subscription. So Cred coins are another set of reward points that can be used exclusively by the Cred members, and all the offers that are listed on Cred are exclusive for the Cred members. They are not, those kind of offers will not find on the other apps. So something like 1 lakh Cred coins खर्च करो and will get a discount of maybe 5,000 rupees or 4,000. For every brand it's a different conversion rate, but essentially you can use a Cred coins to avail offers from different companies.
So does like Cred take a cut of the transaction that you get? So why are they like giving these offers, and how are they benefiting from this?
So I don't know the internals of Cred, so I'm not. So I'll only guess what they are doing. All right. Earlier when they started, there was no cut or something like that. They was just building the community. But from what I know right now, there's a revenue share between Cred and the brands that are listed on the Cred. All right. That is one thing. But apart from that, Cred has got a lot of other things also. Cred has started offering loans also. You can withdraw some money from Cred. Okay. So instantly you'll get that money in your account if you need money for some short-term needs and you don't have any other source, right? You can in a very hassle-free manner, you can withdraw the money from Cred and then repay it back to Cred whenever you get the money. At least you'll have to pay the EMIs, और अगर जल्दी पैसा आ जाता है तो आप जल्दी भी उसको वापस repay कर सकते हो. So that is one thing. Now Cred has also started this Cred Mint, which is a P2P lending platform.
Oh, interesting. So
yeah,
Cred lends money to businesses for their immediate use.
No. So Cred members, effectively Cred members can lend money to other Cred members. Now, since the whole community is a very trustworthy community, right? That's the concept कि सिर्फ बहुत high credit score वाले लोग ही हैं, and these people have been there for a couple of years. They exactly know कि सबका behavior क्या है. They are tracking all the things कि आप credit card bill time पे दे रहे हो नहीं दे रहे हो, right? So they have very very solid data about your credit behavior. Not just the credit score, they also know a lot about your spending habits as well. So what they are saying is आप credit mint से you lend it to other credit members, will give you 9% interest. आप एफडी में अगर पैसा डालते हो आपको 5% 6% सेविंग्स अकाउंट में 4% होता है, राइट? क्रेडिट में P2P लेंडिंग आप करोगे आपको 9% वो बोल रहे हैं, एंड देन क्रेडिट विल लैंड दैट मनी टू अदर क्रेडिट मेंबर्स एट अराउंड 15-16%. जो क्रेडिट पे भी इंटरेस्ट रेट मैंने देखा है 15-16 होता है. सो बीच का मार्जिन विल बी द क्रेडिट्स मार्जिन.
So it's basically facilitating as a bank, like a neobank kind of thing.
Facilitating as a P2P platform, yeah, P2P lending platform. But इसमें रिस्क भी है, मतलब रिस्क इसलिए क्योंकि you are lending it to some other individuals, right? What if they default? What credit is saying is कि we know that it's a trustworthy community, right? So chances of default are very low, or at least we are aware of what are the default के chances क्या हैं. It's very risk factor जरूरी है, on paper risk जरूर है, but practically maximum cases में default नहीं होगा. That's what they want to target, right? Nobody wants their customers to lose money ultimately.
So what I have heard from the initial research that I was doing on credit cards, after a certain limit, like let's say if you have 30 days to repay the credit that you have taken from the bank, after that the interest rate that the bank charges is like way higher than any other loan, like around 15-20% or something.
क्रेडिट कार्ड से अगर पैसा निकाला है और उसको अगर टाइम पे पे नहीं किया है, देन यू आर इन अ मेस. मतलब उस पे जो इंटरेस्ट रेट लगता है वो लगता है ऑलमोस्ट 2.5 से 3% पर मंथ. और अगर कोई फाइनेंस का स्टूडेंट ये सुन रहा है, 2.5 से 3% पर मंथ विल कंपाउंड इनटू मोर देन 40% पर मंथ, 40% पर ईयर. 40% तो कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट रिटर्न भी नहीं देता है. इट्स इजी. अगर आपने क्रेडिट कार्ड का बिल आउटस्टैंडिंग छोड़ दिया, यू आर इन अ टोटल मेस. ये कभी नहीं करना चाहिए. सो इसलिए क्रेडिट कार्ड में दो चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है ध्यान रखने की. जब भी आपका क्रेडिट कार्ड बिल आता है उसमें दो अमाउंट्स मेंशन होते हैं. फर्स्ट इज मिनिमम अमाउंट ड्यू, सेकंड इज टोटल अमाउंट ड्यू. जैसे अगर 50,000 का बिल आया तो बैंक विल टेल यू कि 10,000 रुपए मिनिमम अमाउंट ड्यू है और 50,000 टोटल अमाउंट ड्यू है. A lot of people make this mistake, especially in the early years, कि सिर्फ मिनिमम अमाउंट ड्यू ही भरते हैं.
40,000 पे 40%. हाँ,
40,000 पे पर मंथ 3% इंटरेस्ट लगना चालू हो जाएगा. So हमेशा टोटल अमाउंट ड्यू भरना होता है. डोंट जस्ट गो बाय द मिनिमम अमाउंट ड्यू. मतलब दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट एनीवन हैज टू कीप इन माइंड आफ्टर टेकिंग अ क्रेडिट कार्ड. एंड ये मतलब 2-3 थोड़े टाइम बाद सबको गिर पड़ के समझ में आ ही जाता है कि ये नहीं करना चाहिए था. बट since a lot of students would be listening to this video, right? So just please guys remember that जब भी credit card लो, start paying the total amount due right from start. Don't even pay attention to what minimum amount due is.
Why does it like segregate the amount due as minimum and total? Like bank ऐसा क्यों ही करता है?
बैंक को भी अपना बिजनेस चलाना है ना. मतलब they want some people to default, otherwise उनका क्या फायदा?
Correct.
They also want डाइवर्सिफाई और रेवेन्यू चैनल. उन्होंने तो आपको 50 दिन के लिए उधार दे दिया पैसा 0% इंटरेस्ट पे. अब जिन लोगों ने 50 दिन के अंदर वापस कर दिया उनसे तो उनको कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ ना. दे मस्ट बी मेकिंग सम ट्रांजैक्शन फीस. जो मतलब आप कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो, मर्चेंट फीस बैंक वालों को कहीं नहीं, मतलब उसमें से कुछ पोर्शन मिलेगा, बट स्टिल रेवेन्यू फॉर बैंक, राइट? 100 में से अगर 2-3 लोग भी डिफॉल्ट करते हैं तो अच्छा खासा रेवेन्यू बन जाता है उसमें से.
Do you think that bank provides credit card because it wants to like I got your point कि वो like लोग डिफॉल्ट करते तभी उसको प्रॉफिट होता है बैंक को. So does it in a way promotes materialism and like लोग materialistic हैं इसलिए उसको टैप करके वो इसलिए क्रेडिट लिमिट ज्यादा देते हैं ताकि लोग और चीजें खरीदते रहें तो लोग ज्यादा स्पेंड करें एंड डिफॉल्ट करने के चांसेस भी ज्यादा हो.
I think that is true for a lot of businesses. Last if you have to run the economy, right, you'll have to get people to spend money on a lot of things which are not really necessary. But that's what keeps the world running. So that's a very actually मतलब बड़ा debate है ये materialism और इसके ऊपर. But I'm also studying this topic. मतलब even after doing this economic masters in economics, right? It's still a very vast topic. मतलब इसको पूरा समझना कि दुनिया कैसे चल रही है, materialism, consumerism, how is it helping to run the world, right? So I don't think there's a very straightforward answer to this कि ये सही है या गलत है.
Fine. So I think that brings us to the end of this podcast. We'll have you soon again on this channel on some different topic related to personal finance, investing. and learn from you. It was a pleasure having you on my channel. Thanks for being.
Thanks, Harsh. Thanks for having me. Thank you.